wear gloves because look at my hands already. You get blood in those cracks in my hands, and it's not very impressive when you work in a meat facility. So you can call me a pussy if you want. I don't care. It's fine. But it's pretty much, if you got a system you're already doing, mine's probably gonna look janky, but I pretty much just get here on the edge of the table a little bit better. Try not to cut through your fish. It will happen. I just run right down that vertebrae, flip. Aha, see, I already screwed up. Get under there. Wasn't supposed to cut that all the way off, but I did. But that's fine. A really good knife would really help. And then you come right here behind those ribs. This piece will be scratched, and you got that beautiful fillet right there. I like to take and have the fish right on the edge of the table. Seems to be the easiest. I got up a little bit on that one. Not a professional, but I'm not leaving very much. It's all bone right there. Right there's the vertebrae. Get under there. You're gliding right along that skin. There's nothing left. Find those bones. You don't want them bones in there. Just a piece of meat. Looks completely different when you make it crispy. I do have an empty bucket here. Put my scraps in there. Probably put them in the garden for compost. Sardine, caviar a little bit. You just end up with but I know a lot of people on here should know how to fillet, so. If you were in the live last night, I showed that mice were eating some stuff. I caught 2 mice. They're gonna die. They're over here jumping around in the trap. They are gonna die. This is a lot thicker crappie than that last one. That's a lot. That's a pretty good little piece right there. This is why there's a limit of 30. That and they're overpopulated, but they just ain't a. Unless you're getting the monsters, which is the last place we fished had really big ones. But these are good eater crappie, and they will, I mean, get stunted. They're all pretty much the same size, so they got to be taken out. You can't baby every fish that you have in your pond. You're gonna have to eat some of them, or have someone else do it for you. They can't all be pets and be like, oh, that's Fred. But this is pretty much, you guys were in the live last night. I was getting my fishing poles ready, and this is pretty much what I did. I got up and went fishing. Try to get as much fishing done as I can. Trapping pretty much interferes with everything. And I'll post this on Oops, I got a little thick on that one. I'll post this on YouTube. I ain't too worried about this stuff. The all they do is just make it so you don't get ads. People can't handle a fish being slaughtered apparently, but they don't mind a hamburger for supper. You know how the world is right now. You can't eat the bass, mister. You gotta throw the bass back, mister. So we're gonna do it backwards. We'll do a clean and cook. That sounds perfect. Uh-oh. Back off a little bit. Almost went through them. It's real easy with a sharp knife to go plumb through to the other side. Hopefully this helps somebody out there. I know everybody should pretty much have seen somebody fillet a fish in their lifetime. But the hardest part is right here. You don't want to waste any meat. You get it right along them bones. Or you could pick the meat out of the bones, but I don't do that. Hell, I don't even know if I pushed record. These guys are cold, Jesus. Pretty good day fishing. Well, about 2 hours, I should say. Took longer to get there and get back than it did the fishing part of it. The new electronics work pretty awesome, so I will have a video out at some point of the catching, but Flair wanted me to show some of this part of it, so I went ahead and just gonna drop it now. And Basically, I'll just go put these underneath the faucet and let it run. And then we'll fry a couple up. But I plan on having some for supper tonight with the wife. But I'll cook some up for this video. And I'm kind of hungry, so, and the wife won't be here for a while, so. Uh-oh. Danger. It's real easy to go all the way through. If you do it, don't be upset with yourself. It happens. I put the heat on in the truck, but these guys are, some of these are kind of frozen. Hopefully I'm not boring you guys too much with this. I'll just do this one right here, and then I'll fly through them, and then I'll go show you the cooking portion. Come on. One little bit of fin on there. Pretty good. All right, guys, I will see you in the kitchen. All right, guys, we are in the kitchen. Got the oil heating up. I just reused the oil. There's no point until I burn it, which I'm good at doing. I don't have any duck seasoning anymore. We ran out, so a lot of times I'll just use fajita for my mushrooms and everything, the morel mushrooms. So that's all I got in the batter. Obviously we salt them after. We do a little bit of salt afterwards. A lot of people give me shit, but bread works really good for soaking in the oil, and These guys over here really like it. They're upset with me because I got them in the kennel. I built that kennel when I redid the kitchen. There's a few dogs in there, so they're upset because I won't let them run around in circles. So I've just been running them through the water. They're ready to go. I need to throw them in the flour and cook these bad boys. So I'm gonna put this on my head, so hold on one second. No, I'm not gonna cook them all. I'm just gonna make me some, and we'll probably have some for supper tonight. I'm just gonna get a snacky snack at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. These are all crappie and bluegill. There's no bass today. Some reason the pond is just where we were. There was 0 bass, which is kind of weird. Okay, there's my snack. Nothing fancy. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You're eating fish, and it's gonna be the best fish you've had because it's fresh and it's through the ice. If you caught it right, like right now, through the ice is the bomb. Not quite there yet, so we'll just hold off 1 second, and then we'll be ready to go. Oh, it smells so good. Kind of got hung up a little bit. I might have put a little bit more than I thought I was going. Hoping I don't find one that I forgot to take out last time. That would be kind of gross. Everybody cooks them different. I like a little bit of crispiness on them. Other than that, should be pretty well. They're small pieces, so they should crisp up pretty good. Look at that already. Alright guys, there's no point in me standing here for 10 minutes watching the fish, so I had to cut that part. I think we're pretty close. It's however you like them. Like I say, I like a crispy fish. We'll let that bread will soak up all that goodies, and then the dogs will love that treat. Always, when I was growing up, it seemed like every time anything was cooked in grease, it was always put on bread and then gave to the dogs. I mean, it seemed like back then, you make sure my wife put the lid on these. Dogs are already getting anxious. I always put a little bit of salt on. All right, well, here's our plate of fish. that I am going to enjoy. I hope you're hungry. Are you hungry? But oh man, that's basically fresh out the pond, ice water. Doesn't get no better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's quick. Flair's like, hey, you could do a fillet video. I said okay, and then I decided to add on this cooking part. It's gonna be a while before I get the other part edited, so I wanted to get you some kind of footage. So stay tuned for the fishing part of it. I got the new electronics that I finally got to use, and I really enjoyed it. So thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Later, guys.